I'm here. And how are you all? I was in town earlier this morning at my parents' house, meeting with a painter and meeting with a roofer and meeting with a general contractor and meeting with a handyman. But they were all so efficient. They basically were just checking everything out to give us quotes for what it's going to cost to fix various things. And so I was able to then come back across the Golden Gate Bridge in order to be here live with you at noon and back in my house. And it's absolutely a gorgeous day here. It's actually really warm. I haven't actually checked my temperature to see if it's in the, yeah, it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot for us. It's 79 degrees. I think it's more like 80. But in any event, how are you all? Say hello to me in the comments, and then we're going to jump into today's conversation because most of you know, or if you're new here, my name is Ann LaFollette, and I am a surface pattern designer and an online educator. And every Wednesday at noon Pacific time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern, I come on live to talk to you about art, creativity, and surface design, which is my passion. And surface design which is what I teach, is how do you take doodles or watercolor work that you have and create what's called a repeating pattern out of it so that you can put it on fabric, just as one example of what you can do with it, and turn it into a gorgeous blouse like this. You can put it on wrapping paper, all kinds of paper products, and pretty much anything that you look around. When you look around yourself and you see something that has a pattern on it, whether it's an illustration, meaning it's just one illustration, or it's something that's repeating endlessly, that is part of the surface design world, the surface design universe, which is a wonderful, wonderful universe. And I wanted to talk a little bit about, first of all, I always like to start from a place of gratitude. I'm so glad that you guys are here today. I think that there might be a little bit of a glitch with Facebook because I'm not sure this is actually broadcasting inside my public-facing Facebook group. I notice on my phone that I can see that it is indeed broadcasting into Ann's Art Club, which is great because I can see you guys all in there. Which is great because I can see you guys all. That is me talking on my phone. But I'm pretty sure that if I try to I was going to go to Ann LaFollette Art, and I don't know if I saw that I should be live, and it's not showing up on my feed. It shows all my past lives, but it doesn't look like it's actually working. But that's okay. You know what? Sometimes technology doesn't work, and hopefully I'm broadcasting into YouTube, and so some of you will be joining me from YouTube as well. And I will be sending out the replay afterwards anyway, so it's always a great way for me to ensure that everybody gets a chance to talk a little bit about and learn a little bit about what we're going to talk about today. And I wanted to talk about my dear friend and mentor, Jeff Walker. So tell me in the comments, who's here with me live knows who Jeff Walker is. And I didn't know who he was. So I'm on Facebook, great, and that is, you're inside Ann's Art Club, right? So let me see. Yeah, so I can see myself inside Ann's Art Club, which is my private Facebook group. And and so Pauline, I think that's right. So I don't know what happened. I mean, I've been a little busy recently with trying to start to handle my whole parents' house, which is a massive project. And so I think that maybe I didn't set up the broadcast properly. And so it's only going into the private Facebook. It's only going into Ann's Art Club instead of going live on Ann LaFollette Art. But I thought that I set it up properly. In any event, it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep going. We can share it. Yeah, hopefully we can share it to my Ann LaFollette Art page afterwards. Can you actually see, Pauline, since you are an admin for Ann LaFollette Art? Sorry, you're an admin for Ann's Art Club? Can you see if you can hit a share button in there right now? to share it over to my page. So Pauline Riley is the best, right? So Pauline Riley is my community manager. And so she has administrative rights over certain parts of my universe, my Facebook universe, my various groups and things like that. And so she knows how to share. She as an admin can potentially share this live broadcast right now over into that other onto my public page. Because there are only 9 of you on with me right now, 9 or 10 with you and on with me, and I usually have about 30, and so I think that's because it's not broadcasting in the other 2 places, because I usually get about 10 people in my private Facebook group, about 10 people on my public facing page, and about 10 people from YouTube. So who knows? I might have set it up wrong. So anyway, let me stop worrying about that and talk to you about what I wanted to talk about today. So Jeff Walker is a New York Times best-selling author of a book called Launch. And he actually has a beautiful origin story of his own. He actually was a stay-at-home dad with his 2 very, very young kids. This was like 25 years ago. And he just couldn't hold down a corporate job. He just was not the type of person who could be in a straitjacket working for a big company. He started working for Motorola, and then he just realized that he just was not meant to be a desk jockey, as they say. And so he was trying to figure out how to potentially become an entrepreneur. And he learned he learned a ton. He read a lot of old marketing books about how to be successful in business. He became a very, very good copywriter and marketer. And he created this formula called the Product Launch Formula, fondly known by its initials, PLF. And product is any product. It can be an online course, it can be a mastermind, it can be a book, it can be a membership, it can be a coaching program, it can be a physical product. That's what the product part is. And then the launch is how to actually tell people about it, and he has a formula. So product launch formula. And he's been teaching people in the online world how to use his formula for the past 15 or 20 years. And he wrote a book about it, and then he reissued the book a couple of years ago. He updated it because things change, things change and things evolve. And so his book is awesome, and you can totally get his book by just going to Amazon. And but he also has a program called Product Launch Formula. And Product Launch Formula is all about how do you determine first who you want to serve. Right? So when you have a product in mind, you have to think, well, who is this product going to be for? So using myself as an example and my Pattern Design Academy program as an example, I needed to figure out, well, who is going to want and need and find value from my Pattern Design Academy program? Because it's really important to really start with who is your avatar. And people use the word avatar. That also is sometimes referred to as your ideal customer or your ideal client. And you have to really understand who that person is so that you can figure out how to find them. And one of the beautiful things about having an online business is that you can find them in a variety of different ways. Like one of the ways I find you is I go live every Wednesday on my public Facebook page. And so if you've never met me before, that's how you find me. And of course, today you're not finding me because I'm not live over there. But we'll put the replay up, and hopefully you'll be able to watch it afterwards. So the reason that I'm bringing that up is because when you're thinking about growing your business, one of the most important things that you need to start with is who are you trying to serve? What is your product going to deliver to people? How is it going to make their lives better? How is it going to bring them more joy, give them new tools and new skills? And then as a result of identifying who that person is, then you can make sure that your product is actually going to meet them where they are and provide that value for them. And so the reason that I'm talking so much about it is that once a year he does a master class, and it's called the Launch Master Class, and he's been doing it for the past week. And today he's opening up all of the replays for you to binge watch them. And I put the link. I gave it to Pauline, of course, so Pauline can repost it. And I also put it in at the very beginning of the broadcast, like right up at the beginning, I sort of said, we're going to talk about Jeff Walker's launch masterclass, and here's my affiliate link to go binge watch everything he's provided so far. And they're short video snippets. So you can get through all of it. It's all gonna come down in 2 days. It all comes down on Thursday night. And so today is Wednesday. So you've got the rest of Wednesday, and you've got Thursday until 10 p.m. To go binge watch it if you want. And it's really, really interesting because so it's you're getting the all access pass. So thank you, Pauline, for putting my affiliate link in there, my all access pass to this incredible information. So the reason so of course I'd love to learn. So tell me in the comments, give me a thumbs up. Right, give me a thumbs up or a heart. Don't you always love to learn new things? I always love to learn new things. And so even though I bought Product Launch Formula like 5 years ago, I think that I bought it in 2019. Because of course I didn't know how to launch my product, and so I wanted to learn from the pros. And Jeff is the pro. And he's also just charming and very down to earth, and he comes from a place of service. And of course he also has this freaking amazing formula that works if you follow it. And so many of you have been watching a lot of launches recently, right? So that's all right. Don't worry about perfect that you put it in. Oh my gosh, Pauline Riley is the best. So I will, when we are able to hopefully post the replay over in on Anne LaFollette Art, my public page, hopefully we'll be able to put it in the comments, and I can also just do an independent post about it. I think that's what I did upstairs while the countdown timer was running. And Sochimo is here from YouTube, so at least we are broadcasting over on YouTube as well. Awesome. So in any event, I wanted to also make sure that you're understanding kind of, I'm giving you an inside view at this very meta. It's very meta. And I don't mean meta Facebook. I mean, it's very meta because what you have been seeing in the launches that you've been watching recently. So tell me in the comments, did you watch Barbell's mini class? Right? So I know many of you did. And in fact, I know Pauline, you actually purchased her program at the end of it, right? And so Barbell follows the formula. She provides you with incredible value for free that's structured in a very particular way. And then she makes an offer. She opens enrollment to her program at the end of it if you want to go deeper. And Rogo said that you just signed up. Awesome, fantastic. And you just signed up for the all access pass, I'm assuming. And then you guys, okay, so when Barbell was doing this a couple of weeks ago, you also saw Sarah Watts do it. And Sarah Watts followed the same formula. You provide several days worth of either live content, live free content, or recorded free content, or a combination of live and free content, and then so that people can get to know you and they can decide if they like you as your style as a teacher, and then they can decide, okay, if I want to go deeper, then you have an opportunity for them to purchase something from you. And of course, most people don't purchase because they just want the free stuff, but that's totally okay. It just provides you with a very natural flow to say, well, if you do want to go deeper, here's an option for you. And Jeff really truly believes in service first. You serve first by providing great free information, and then you have an opportunity to join a deeper program that's a paid program, but you're under no obligation to do so. And so Laura, I see that you also watched Stacy, and so Stacy followed the same formula. And so if you if you have any interest in having a membership or having an online course of your own, or having a coaching program, or having a mastermind, then you should watch this launch masterclass because everyone uses this formula. He has done his clients. So people who've gone through Jeff's product launch formula program, which is a paid program, have in total, he has been able to track over $1 billion in sales. That's $1 billion with a B. So it works. It totally works, which is why you see it over and over and over again. And So this is great. So Rogo said she signed up for both Barbells and Stacy's, which is awesome. You are going to be busy. They're both fantastic programs. And yes, indeed. So Laura, they were all great. So this is Laura. They were all great. I totally agree. I think they're amazing. And I wanted to give you a little bit of the inside scoop. It's like, so why is everyone launching this way? Or have you even noticed that it is a formula? Because sometimes we're just caught up in the, well, I just want to learn this thing. I'm just going to, I just want to learn this thing. So I'm going to show up to make sure I learn it, or I'm going to make sure I'm able to access the replays while they're still available. But I'm kind of giving you this behind the scenes, behind the curtain. There's a formula. And you can learn the formula. And the best person to learn the formula from is Jeff. Right? And Maria, so this is Maria's comment. I can see that this is you, Maria, because I'm looking at you on my phone. And you said, I have a plan to finish up Stacy's class, Bonnie's class, before getting into barbells. And I have to refresh techniques from your course. You'll do it. Yeah, listen, the really, really wonderful thing about these programs is that they're going to come around again. And so I think one of the things that's so important is to just not feel so much pressure to take them if you're not ready for them, because they're fantastic and they're going to come around again, right? So Barbell's class will be available again next year. Stacy's program, if you didn't sign up for it, will be available next year. Sarah Watts's program will be available next year, so that if you're ready next year to dive into Photoshop, she is absolutely the best person to learn Photoshop from. And so I think that it's wonderful. And so Roxanne said that she hasn't heard about Barbell's class. Well, I emailed about it a whole ton. And so Roxanne, if you're still on my email list, maybe they're buried in your spam folder, but don't worry about it. Her class is called Repertoire. She's an incredible surface pattern designer who, of course, learned from Bonnie Christine, because we all learn from Bonnie Christine. And her program is all about the history of surface design and how to do his sort of historically based types of patterns, repeating patterns. It's awesome. It's totally, totally awesome. And you will be able to sign up next year. And Sarah's class is totally worth it. All of these programs are crazy worth it, right? So I completely agree. This is your comment, Roxanne. And you will absolutely love barbells. It's something for you to look forward to. And so please watch out for when I announce it again, because I'm an affiliate for her and I'd love for you to come through me so that I can also support you while you go through it. But they're totally, totally worth it. Right? And you get lifetime access to them. So to your point, Roxanne, if you didn't finish Stacy's course last year, that's okay. You can continue to watch it at your own pace. So this whole experience of learning online is just opening up incredible doors of opportunity for all of us to both continue to learn, which is so much fun. And as the great Tony Robbins says, what you focus on is how you feel. And so if you're focused on learning and focused on your creativity and focused on creating amazing new designs that can go on real products in real life, what is better than that? There is like nothing better than that. You're keeping your brain going, you're diving into your creativity, and you're bringing beauty into the world. So it really is incredible. And I think that I'm so grateful for the time in which we live, because even though there's lots and lots of problems, there's also lots and lots of amazing things. The technology that's available today, the ability for teachers to create programs and get them out into the hands of hundreds of people. It's amazing, right? It's amazing. So that was what I wanted to talk about. And so, and it does start, it always starts with someone, right? Rogo, it always starts with someone. So it started with Doodles and then the Academy. And then, of course, I know these other fantastic artists and I want you to meet them as well. And so we're kind of all going through like a graduate program together, right? And so thank you so much, Rogo, for that comment. I really appreciate it. And your whole world does change when you discover surface design. So I can see that this is Roxanne Riddle Perry, who said, my whole world has changed since I discovered surface pattern design. I agree, right? I totally agree. And then this is Maria saying that creative and beautiful things are much needed. They are. We need more joy and more beauty in the world. We do, indeed. So I wanted to just encourage you, if you're in a class already, you know, if you're in Barbell's class, you've got your plate's full, stay focused on that. She's incredible. If you are in Sarah's class, focus on Sarah's class. She's incredible. She's going to break Photoshop down for you, and you're going to be freaking amazed that you can use Photoshop, because it's totally different from Illustrator. I mean, there are some things that are the same, but a lot of it is very, very different. So you're going to absolutely love that. And for anyone who signed up for Stacy's class, because enrollment closed last night, you're going to love Stacy's program. But if you want to see behind the scenes of why are they launching the way they're launching and why is it so incredibly effective, then Jeff's free masterclass is a great thing for you to binge watch just for the next couple of days. So if you can carve out just a couple hours, either today or tomorrow, click that My Affiliate link to watch it, just so that you get kind of a bird's eye view of how this formula works and why everyone uses it, because it works so beautifully. It's all about serving first and then having an incredible offer that only a very, very small percentage of people will take, but you're coming at it from a place of service where that's great. Enjoy all my free content. That's fantastic. And then if you want to go further with me, you can, and here's how. All right. So I am going to, so please state again where the link is. So Sweet Pauline Riley just posted it again. And so if you scroll through, you might have to scroll through the comments after I stop talking when the live is over. But basically you can see it on screen. It says https://productlaunchformula.com. blah, blah, blah. But you can see it says Anla Follett, which means it's my affiliate link as my name is in it. And then it says all access because you're getting all access. So Pauline is on it, right? Pauline is on it. Thank you, Pauline Riley. And so with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I am going to take a walk. And I want to say how grateful I am for each and every one of you showing up today. And then Pauline and I will figure out how to get the replay of this broadcast over onto my Anla Follett Art public-facing page. All right? So I always like to say in closing that I am Anla Follett. And it's never too late to create. Bye for now, and I'll see you next week. Every Wednesday, noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern, come rain or shine, unless I'm on an airplane. All right, it's lovely to see you all. Bye for now.